Alright, Harry Dirtman here, back with another Tacoma video. Today we're going to look at this window. Have issues with this window. A lot of play. Okay, your window should not be able to do that. It's a normal window here. Okay. And furthermore, when it goes up and down, it goes all the way down, right? See it coming up. See that? Not good. So what I have to keep doing is pulling it back like that as it's coming up. And it does work. It's enough to get by, but it's a pain in the ass. So we're gonna fix it. We're gonna figure out why. See, that time it was okay. But anyways, I have my suspicions. So first things first, gotta bust this door panel off. Alright, so in order to get the door panel off, you probably already know how to do this, but I'm going to show you anyways. This little screw in here comes out. Then these two come out. There's little plastic trim pieces, you just pop them out. And then take the two screws out. Then you're going to take this handle. I just took the screw out. You take the handle, slide the whole handle forward, and then you can lift it out. Okay, that'll dangle there, connected by this rod here. You just got to be careful not to bend it or break it too much. Then you want to start popping out the plastic clips. So there's plastic clips that run around the door. I usually start over here. I've been in here a few times, so definitely get replacements. I could put replacements in the description below for the clips. Mine are all worn out. I gotta put new ones in here. Okay, pop these. Okay, then this is going to require two hands, but basically you want to lift the whole panel up off the lock there, you can see. So be careful of the lock, and the whole thing comes out, and be careful because this is still plugged in, and there's a connection here, and that should be it actually, here and here. So make sure you unplug the connections, wrestle this through carefully. Okay, you can maneuver it through, and the door panel will be off. Okay, next we're gonna need to get this panel out so we can move the window up and down. That's pretty easy. If you look at the back, you can see how it's done. So this is the back side. So you can just push out the front side. Just push up on it. Okay, not like that. Don't do that. I'm gonna put that back in. That was a rookie mistake. Okay, maybe we could try pushing on the clip there. Okay, so push on the clip, whole thing comes out. That gives us this. We could plug this back in and we can move the windows up and down. Just make sure if you open or close the door, you put it in here so you don't slam it in the door. Alright, so I use the controls here to move the window down a little bit. Turn my key off so I don't kill my battery, but basically you have this inspection hole. Mine has some duct tape because my truck's beat up, but you want to move the window up and down to line one of the mounting holes up with this hole, and then the other one you'll get right here. Basically, a couple things could be wrong with the window. This is what's wrong with mine. So that side to side play comes from this little bushing is worn out. It's supposed to be like a roller like this one has. That slides back and forth on this track. Well, this one's cracked in half. I don't know if you can see that, but that's causing this whole thing to come out of the track, and there's a lot of play in there. What also could be wrong is these little clips could disconnect from your window. They're glued on. So you can buy replacements of these and you can glue them on. That's a bit of a more involved job. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I have a new window regulator. Gonna unbolt the window here and here, unbolt the window regulator, which I think is all these. Yeah, throw the new window regulator in, bolt it up, should be good. Okay, so we got a bit of a mess here, but so I unbolted the window from the window regulator, one here, and one you lined up with the hole. I took those two off. Now be careful, that's going to allow your window to move freely, so don't let it drop down and break. You can use tape, painter's tape, tape it on top of the door frame. A lot of dudes do that. I didn't have painter's tape. I used zip ties that is zip tied through the mounting hole. Is it a good idea to trust your glass possibly breaking to 2 Harbor Freight zip ties? No, but it works. So we're gonna do that. Now we just gotta figure out how to unbolt the window regulator, which I think is gonna be this, maybe that. I don't know. I'm gonna start unbolting stuff and see what happens. Okay, update. Some progress has been made. Zip tying the window here is not ideal because the front still needs to be held up. So I've kind of just been resting with it. If you can tape it to the top of the door frame with some painter's tape, do that. Put it all the way up and tape it. That would be the easiest, I think. Another discovery I made was taking this door speaker off makes it much easier. Don't mind this. I have it like modified a little bit to fit bigger speakers, but zip tied the speaker up here so there's no strain on the cords. But yeah, taking the door speaker out is going to allow you to get to the plug. That's the plug to unplug the window regulator. And then what I just discovered is this clip right here is it holds the wiring on the side of the regulator, so you need to push this clip through. And as far as hardware, I got the 2 bolts that held the window to the regulator. That's the ones I showed you that line up here and over here. And then as far as the other ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 other bolts. You'll find them in various spots. 1, 2, 3. Behind the wire is 4, 5, 6. So that should be all the hardware. I'm gonna push this little clip through, see if I can wrestle the regulator out. Okay, so that's it. New one's in, works good. Advice on how to put the new one in, I'd say definitely start with the main mounting bolts. So pull the window all the way up and secure it up there with tape or jamming cardboard in. Get it completely out of the way. Put the mounting bolts into the new one, like slide it in there, maneuver it till it's in place. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are the main mounting bolts, hold the whole thing in. Then bring the window down carefully, line it up here. Boom, 1, boom, 2. Leave these ones loose because this track can slide back and forth to line up with the window. So leave them loose until they're both in, tighten them up. Make sure you put Loctite on everything, and importantly, make sure this wire that goes to this clip that we took out, make sure this wire is not in the way of the window track here. Sorry, it's hard to see. Make sure the wire is not getting pinched or in any sort of way. You just got to figure out how to route it, and then boom, clip it, and you should be good. But yeah, everything works now. All the way up. All the way down, no problems. That's how it should be. And just do that a couple times, watch the wire. So no issue with the wire at all. So yeah, that's it. This old junk, I'll keep the motor. The motor's probably good. Well, I know the motor's good, so I'll keep the motor and get rid of the rest. Okay, first things first, sorry about the lawnmower noise. I'm obviously not a professional, as you can tell by my setup, but I'm gonna do the best I can and speak loudly. I got all the bolts Loctited. I put Loctite on almost everything because this truck's a pre-runner, so everything vibrates loose as soon as you take it off road. So Loctite on all the bolts. Replace these. They just slide in here. All the broken ones, I pulled them out, put new ones on. So I'll put a link for those. And then lastly, I figured out, like I said, I upgraded my door speakers and I found out they needed washers. Didn't want to take a trip to the hardware store. Made some out of some pennies. Not recommended. It does work quite good though, so they're solid now. Yeah, windows set. We're gonna put the door panel back on, plug our 3 plugs back in, and door handle back and be on our way. Okay, there it is. Job complete. Got a working window now. Don't have to worry about it breaking every 2 seconds.